Welcome back, Floridians. I'm CEO and host, C. Johnson, here today with the owner of Imperial Eclipse Syndicate, a mafia here in the Tampa area. He has agreed to let us talk to him about the ins and outs of IES. So please welcome Chuck B. Eclipse.
Thank you.
Of course. So first off, I just want you to tell the people, what is Imperial Eclipse Syndicate?
We are a syndicate down here in the Tampa area. We mainly patrol around, bring order, and try and be superior.
Now, can you tell us what being superior means?
There's currently a rival organization roaming around called the Royal Blood Syndicate. They are not better than us. Being superior means better.
Okay, and when you say you keep order, what do you mean by that? Because, I mean, the syndicates are known to, take hostages and cause violence, and that's not really keeping order. That's kind of destroying order.
We create chaos, and it's pretty much creating order. Without chaos, there's no need for any type of department or any of that sorts. When we come in, we give them something to do. We help out the community. We give protection. We are good for the community.
So are you saying that without crime, there is no order? Hello, I'm Chief Executive Officer of Florida News, C. Johnson. We'll get back to our regular program, but first, let me tell you about what we're doing here. Our mission is to give news with 100% truth and no opinions added, and that's what we've done for a long time now. And you can join that effort by going to discord.gg/xv capital DF uppercase EEEA uppercase T3. And you can apply there. You can also learn more information there. We'd love to have you as part of our recording crew. Thank you.
Without conflict, there's no one to rise above it.
Well, if there's no conflict, don't we get the same outcome?
Without conflict, the world wouldn't be here today.
And why do you say so?
Every single story that each person has a bit of conflict in it. Conflict builds character. Conflict builds life. I started this syndicate over conflict.
So you saying you're trying to basically progress life stories by creating conflict, kind of?
Exactly. Every great story needs conflict. Without challenges, there is no growth, no loyalty, and no legacy.
That is certainly an interesting take. So if we see the Imperial Eclipse Syndicate, what will we expect them to be driving in?
Most likely, like the vehicle behind me, it will be a dark red with black rims, any type of car. We don't really care what type of car we use because we are multi-task. We are a multi-tool. We need something done, we'll get it done. We need to kill someone quick, we'll get a high speed. We need transporting, we'll get an SUV.
Okay, and why will you ever get to the point where you need to kill somebody?
Creating rivals also helps build story. We wouldn't be here without the royal blood as our enemies. When we need them taken care of, as if they are on our turf, We need them taken care of.
So you're saying kind of like the US wouldn't exist without the UK, even though in the beginning they were enemies.
That's exactly what I'm saying.
Okay, and I guess I can see what you're saying because of that, like how obviously any North or South American country wouldn't really exist if it weren't for Christopher Columbus and the British. However, they never uh they weren't friends at the beginning because there was taxation without representation. But that is fighting for a cause, and that cause was freedom. That cause was no taxation without representation. But what are you fighting for?
Peace and justice. My brother was shot by a police officer when I was just 7 years old over a simple misunderstanding.
Um, okay, so, but what did that have to do with the royal blood?
Royal blood aren't insanely powerful, but when another mafia comes on your turf trying to get their own supply and build themselves up, you have to take care of that. You have to defend what's yours. If someone broke into your house, would you let them just camp around and take what they want?
No, where were you going with that?
I'm sorry.
Well, you asked me if I would let somebody camp in my house like squatters' rights. No. So, where was that going? Because, I mean, that you just asked me, like, I guess your point was you shouldn't just let somebody on your turf, but is there not a more peaceful way to talk it out?
I tried giving them peace. I tried making treaties. I tried making all that sorts, and they instead resorted to violence, using bad propaganda against us, killing us for no reason, stealing our supply, and all of that sorts. I wanted to bring in peace. They brought in violence.
So why would you move away from peace into violence? Violence.
Simply retaliation. I mean, you scratch my back, I scratch yours.
Hmm. Okay. Uh, I guess the point I'm trying to make is, wouldn't it just make more sense to sit down and have a peaceful conversation with uh, the leader of the royal blood instead of having a war, and you try once and then you just completely back down and get into violence?
Peace was always an option, but I tried to gain their respect. I tried to get their trust, and they didn't want that. I don't want to try anymore. If they don't want that, they clearly didn't want it from the start.
Okay, well, I thank you for your time. This is Chuck B. Eclipse, everybody. Thank you.